Since 2020, the survival show Sing Again has been winning hearts year after year, and it's just kicked off its brand new season 4. True to its name, it's a stage that provides singers one more chance, a moment to sing again. And perhaps the most famous person in the world to have seized that very moment to sing again is this man. A man who went from being a 36-year-old phone salesman to a world-famous tenor. It's Paul Potts. Hi Crunchers, I'm your DJ Chihi, and this is Culture Crunch. Now today on Creme de la Creme, we'll be joined by the man who proved to the world that miracles do really happen. Let's kick things off with a live performance. Here's Parla Pew Piano by Paul Potts.
Parla più piano e nessuno sentirà il nostro amore e viviamo io e te. Nessuno sa la verità, neppure il cielo che ci guarda da lassù. Parla più piano e vieni più vicino a me. Voglio sentire gli occhi miei dentro di te. Nessuno sa la verità. È un grande amore, mai più grande esisterà. Insieme a te io resterò, amore mio, sempre così. Nessuno sa la verità. Insieme a te io resterò, amore mio, sempre così. Grande amore, mai più grande. E
Is success your goal? Then tune into Creme de la Creme to learn the secrets of the top players in their respective fields. Now, we kicked off today's show with a breathtaking live performance by world-famous tenor Paul Potts. Now, he's in the studio right now. Let me introduce you to world-famous tenor Paul Potts. Hello, Paul. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, can you say hello to our listeners and introduce yourself briefly?
안녕하세요, 포츠님을. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you so much. Well, it's been a while. The last time we met was before COVID. Yeah, but ever since then, you did visit Korea a few more times, right? And you are a lover of Korean food, Korea, the country, and we Koreans love you as well. What brings you here this time around, though?
I come to do one of your first shows, of course.
Exactly. Other than that.
Other than that.
Of course.
Other than that, to see Korea in its autumn glory. I'm often here in October,
Right.
but I'm often too busy doing concerts to actually see the autumn colours. And
Right.
so I'm going to spend some time exploring the forests in the changeover of seasons.
Right, of course. I know you are a photographer, although you don't do it professionally, but your photos just look so professional. And you're here for the autumn leaves here in the country, as well as some recording that you will complete, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to. I mean, been doing quite a lot of hill walking at home, so I'm not sure whether I'll get all the way up to the top of Seoksan, but
Okay.
we'll see how far I get up.
Well, you know, you love Korea, and we Koreans love you, and you come to Korea quite often. You know, after COVID, you've visited a few times as well, and you're here again. So what brings you here? I heard you have some recording left to do, and of course, you take photos of sceneries.
Yeah, we're in the process of finishing the recording of a new album for Korea and possibly for elsewhere afterwards. And I always love coming to Korea to take. I take a lot of photographs and I've been here in the autumn before, so I'm aiming to have a look around the Seoksan area and just explore, see how far the trees have turned red. I've heard they've had their first snow.
They did in Gangwon-do province.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love seeing nature here in Korea and seeing the seasons change, because
Yeah.
I'm often here in the spring when the blossoms are coming out, and then it's nice to see the other side of it as well.
Right, right. So I remember back then when I used to interpret for you, you used to bring around your camera, and I remember you taking photos of different
Camera?
places.
You mean cameras?
Oh yeah,
There's
cameras,
usually-
multiple.
there's-
Yeah, you
there's
have the
usually at
smaller
least
one.
two.
There's
usually two.
You're right. You're right.
3 on this trip.
Yeah, 3 on the strip. Wow. Okay. Well, I do know what photos you take, what sort of photos, but can you please tell our listeners what sort of things you take?
Well, mainly it's landscapes. I do some cityscapes here in Seoul as well. Quite a lot of long exposure type things in Seoul. Because there's lots of green spaces here in Seoul as well. So I've been to the Stolongs and graves
Yeah.
in the early morning in the Gangnam area before, and
okay.
just shot at dawn.
Oh,
And
Gangnam area.
and I've been very fortunate. I've got to see lots of places around Korea. I remember I was actually in a so-called Korean restaurant in Germany last year, and I got served a rather dubious version of bulgogi.
Ah, okay.
And it tasted more like Chinese beef in black bean sauce. And,
Okay.
and the person who cooked it said, oh, well, there are different recipes for bulgogi in Korea, in different cities. I said, well, I've been to about 40 cities.
Yeah.
And bulgogi's more or less the same. There's
Right.
slight differences in the marinades, but it doesn't taste like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know how you know the exact taste of bulgogi because you are a lover. You're a foodie, but you love Korean food. I know that as a fact. You love bulgogi, galbi, 가리비, whatnot. And so these are the photos, by the way, that you like to take, the landscapes. It's not just the nature, but also the cityscape here in the country. And I was always wondering, like, you do this as a hobby, but it seems very professional and you can someday hold your own exhibition, you know. But does this influence your music in any way?
Well, I find taking photographs quite calming in place at times, and I have had a couple of exhibitions, one in Vienna and one in a town in Hungary called Szeged. When I was doing a role in the Vliegende Hollander there in 2016, so I've had a couple of small exhibitions. I'd love to do more.
Yeah, you should do one in Korea too.
Yeah, I mean, I love taking photographs, and we do have a plan. We do actually have a plan to release some Korean songs with a photo book.
Yeah, that sounds like a great
photo
idea.
book of some of the images that I've taken here.
Exactly. These are just, you shouldn't keep it to yourself. I know you post them on your social media, some of them, but yeah, this is definitely for
Yeah,
exhibition.
the bottom left, it was pouring with rain. We were on a ship outside Yosu Harbour.
Oh, really?
And it was pouring with rain.
Oh, the one on the right? I left down. Okay.
The bottom left.
Oh, I see. Well, these are just beautiful. And like you said, they give you that calming effect. It prepares you, I guess, not before, but like to sing better.
Sometimes it involves getting up really early in the morning as well. That's the thing. That's the thing about. It's worse. It's worse for that in the UK, of course, when you get sunrise sometimes in Scotland at about 4 in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
And the sun doesn't set till 11 o'clock at night. So
but like you can wake up that early to take photos. That's a
sometimes.
passion. Sometimes. Yeah, but speaking of sleep, I heard that you just flew in a few days ago, 2 days, and you have a bad jet lag, and you couldn't sleep well, right?
Well, second night's usually the worst.
Yeah.
Because you kind of say I'm not someone that sleeps early, so I went to bed early, and then I couldn't sleep.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
but it catches up in the end.
I'm sorry to hear that. And last night was your second night and you couldn't sleep well, but nevertheless, you're here and we're really grateful for that. Thank you. Whitey. All right. Well, so there are so many different sides of you other than photos and, of course, singing. And we've provided some keywords to talk about with you. And the first one would be the king of mask singer or 복면가왕 in here, right? In Korean. Yeah, so let's take a closer look of all of these moments. And that's when you were in 복면가왕, right? Can you recall the moment you shot this?
I also did the German version.
Yeah,
of the same
exactly.
show.
Very recently,
the
right?
costume was on the German version was a bit more elaborate and much heavier.
Oh, okay.
And so hotter.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed both versions. And I could see just about as little in the Korean costume as I could in the German one.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of blind leading the blind.
Oh,
walking
you
onto
couldn't really
stage.
see?
The gauze over your eyes to disguise your eyes.
okay.
So because my eyes are hazel brown rather than darker like a Korean's eyes, so they had to put extra gauze, so I couldn't see very well.
I see.
And I'm clumsy when I can see. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So they had to sort of cover up your eyes even more because you have that golden eyes and people can guess right away if they do see your eye colors. All right. Well, what really touched Korean fans is the fact that you advanced all the way to round 3, right? And do you actually remember like the song you sang in Korean back then?
Well, I did the duet of the song from The Beauty and the Beast. Then I'm trying to remember them in the right order. And I'm terrible at remembering anything with the name.
It's fine. There's so many songs that you sang.
Pogoshita, And I've forgotten the name of the other one I do all the time.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, you sang a lot of Korean songs, and even as a Korean myself, I can't remember all of the songs that I sing or the songs that I like. Not that I sing professionally. In even 노래방, I wouldn't be able to remember the songs. But anyhow, you do sing Korean songs, and that's one particular thing that Koreans love about you. You're so good at singing them, and it's a challenge because I remember you telling me the pronunciations are really different, you know? Yeah. How did you find
the vowels are
it?
formed differently. They're formed through the back. So
Exactly.
it's harder for me to sing them because a vowel normally is quite open in Western singing, but they're quite closed
In Korean.
in Korean. So the sound is different.
Right.
So you have to try and find a way of doing it.
Yeah.
I think the other song was You and Me. I'm trying to remember the Korean. But
Yeah. 너 그리고 나? Is it? Something.
Off the top of my head, I've
Yeah.
forgotten.
Something like that.
But I still do it. I still do it on tour now.
Yeah. Well, but Korean, it's not easy, but it's amazing how you realize with Western songs, you have to open up your vocal cords a lot more. But with Korean songs, they tend to be a little more closed, right? So
Yeah,
the sound.
The throat tends to
remains-
get a bit more closed to make certain vowel
see.
sounds.
I see. Okay. Well, I heard that because you perhaps sang a lot of Korean songs, you are learning Korean these days separately. Are you?
I can read Korean.
You can read them
I can
now?
read Korean, but speaking it is a lot more difficult.
It's more difficult, but I know you know
I was
many
a very
of the...
I was a very bad student.
Yeah, you were actually learning Korean on
Wow.
on a show as well. Do you like Korean? Like, did singing Korean songs inspire you to learn it?
It's very difficult. I've been told that Korean is an easy language because it's all about
Yeah.
how the tongue falls, but it's a completely different way of thinking, and I probably make it more difficult for myself because I think too much.
Oh yeah.
It's when you think, hang on a minute, in the West we have 5 vowels, but in Korea you have 15.
Exactly.
Trying to get your head around that and probably just thinking too much.
Yeah, but just by the fact that you know there are 15 vowels is big. Like, not all foreigners know that. And speaking of which, I want to ask you, why don't you answer in Korean what your favorite foods are? Korean
가리비
가리비.
주세요.
Yeah, 가리비
한우 주세요.
한우 주세요. Yeah, you
맥주
love
주세요.
맥주 주세요. Okay. Yeah, so you have a really good pronunciation. And I remember you ordering your own food from the restaurant we went to last time. I think it was a galbi restaurant, and you also ordered 냉면. Do you remember?
I used to think that naemyeon was weird because
Yeah.
I get to the end of the food and febula and noodles really.
Yeah.
But no, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now. Although Koreans still look at me strange when I put a lot of mustard in
Yeah.
because I won't eat chili, but I'll eat mustard. Mustard's sweet.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you've become a Korean yourself now, knowing how to eat naengmyeon after your meat. All right, well, and your next keyword, we must talk about your next keyword, which is the Yeosu promotion, your promotion of the city Yeosu. Right? So let's take a look at a video clip together, first of all, where you were promoting Yeosu. All right, so this was back in 2024, right?
Same jacket.
Yeah, same jacket. Exactly, same jacket. You're wearing the same jacket and you're walking around different places in Yeosu. And you're trying out the different dishes that are signature dishes in Yeosu, right? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's the Yeosu famous strawberry rice cake shop,
Yep.
right? And you also went to a burger place.
I
with
hate being
seasoned-
filmed eating.
You didn't like it?
Oh, the burger's fine,
the
but I
burger's
hate being
fine.
filmed eating.
Oh, I see. So I guess you're not a big fan of mukbang, doing it yourself, right? So like filming while you eat?
No, I think sometimes because everything's edited down to a short period of time, it makes it look all you ever do is eat.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, nevertheless, it must have been quite tough for you because they were shooting you eating, which you don't really like. But nevertheless, you were in the video, the promotional video, and it really did help to promote the city of Yeosu, I'm sure. Yeah?
Yeah, I've been to Yeosu a few times,
Uh-huh.
and I was appointed an honorary ambassador for tourism for Korea in general, but also for that province as well.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. And I know that Yeosu, you've been to Yeosu a few times, and you've been to many other Korean cities, in fact, to perform. Would you recommend one other city other than Seoul and Yeosu to the foreigners?
I think there's a whole unexplored area on the East Coast, and from you know, from literally from Ulsan all the way up to the border, you know, around Sokcho and Gangneung and Yangyang. It's a beautiful coastline, and if you can get to stay in the ship that's on the rock, it's an interesting experience. You can watch the sun hit the big hand on the easternmost point of Korea.
Right, right. That famous, you should really be a Korean ambassador to Korea. All right. And we cannot miss out on this particular keyword. It's charity concerts, right? And when I hear about charity concerts, it really feels like you because you are a very giving person. I know you made a lot of donations as well, not just to people who are in need, but also those who are in North Korea as well. And speaking of charity concerts, you've given so much hope and help to so many people. Do you recall some of these charity concerts that you were involved in?
I've been involved in quite a lot of different things in Korea, and when I first came here with Mr. Han in 2010, I became ambassador for the Department of Justice for those that are in reformatory schools, because the worst thing you can have is to be in a situation where you have no hope.
Right.
And often when children have a really difficult start to their life, if they see no hope, then they see no reason to change the way their life is going, and they just go further and further down. So we have to get away from that feeling that they deserve to be punished forever, and that, you know, to find a way of helping them find a way out, and to see hope. And so I've always been very committed to continuing that commitment, and I've been back to reformatory schools since, and I'll be back to them again in the future as well.
Yeah, that's such a warm heart you have right there. And you actually did another charity concert back in April in Korea as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to remember those that aren't in a fortunate position that you're in.
Right. Well, it's amazing how, you know, I said this in the introduction, but from being a 36-year-old phone salesman to, it's been 20 years now since you were on Britain's Got Talent, and now you're this world-famous tenor. No one not knows you, and Koreans love you. You're iconic, and you're giving so much to those, not just hope, but courage and whatnot. And they are truly being inspired and encouraged thanks to you. You're doing great. All right, well, we'll continue our talk after our next song break. Now, here is I'm Missing You, 보고 싶다 by Paul Potts.
I stand here, I'm still waiting. As time just fades away, it's almost over. But I know I'll never find another. I'm missing you. I'm missing you. This pain I know you'll never see. I'm leaving you, but it's far from over. 'Cause I still believe that we were meant to be. This love, this broken heart is killing me. The memories, they may burn, but I'll hold on. I'm letting go of you, I'll let you be. Even though I'm missing you, I don't know how to go on. I just know I'm missing you. I'm missing you. I'm missing you. This pain I know you'll never see. I'm leaving you to a path less taken, hoping I can let my heart and soul be free. This love, this broken heart is killing me. The memories, they may burn, but I'll hold on. I'm letting go of you, I'll let you be. Even though I'm missing you, I don't know how to go on. I just know I'm missing you. All I know I'm losing
You're listening to and watching Culture Crunch here on Arirang TV and radio. Now today on Creme de la Creme, we're joined by world famous tenor, Paul Potts, and we're having an incredible conversation with him right now. All right, so we've talked about many of the keywords that represent you, and there's also one thing I want to talk about, the movie that has been inspired by you, titled One Chance, right? So, I mean, you've had numerous chances to really look back through your life, through interviews, even a movie like this, whatnot. So, what was it like to watch your own story being made into a movie like this?
It was kind of weird because they usually wait until you're dead before they make a film about you. So I had to kind of pinch myself to kind of ask myself, you still alive? You still alive?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right, actually. I guess you are one of the few people whose lives have been turned into a movie when they're still alive. And I guess you are still alive. And it's a real privilege, you know, and you must be very amazed. Have you seen the movie though? Like at least once?
Yeah, I've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
I saw some of the early cuts. And I've watched some of it being made. Not very much of it, but I did watch some of it getting made.
Okay, because I would imagine you would be quite embarrassed to watch it.
It's a bit
knowing your
weird.
personality. Exactly.
It's a bit weird. I mean,
yeah.
but not as weird as one thing I did in America back in 2011 was I actually played myself in a pilot for a comedy that never happened.
Okay.
I literally was myself knocking on someone's door.
Really?
Which was it was directed by Will Gluck, who's actually a really famous director.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, you know, you can act.
Yeah.
You're very good because you got very quickly that you weren't playing yourself, you were playing a version of yourself. Which is what I was having to do. That was kind of surreal.
Oh, okay.
I did get a few people ask me why I didn't play myself in the movie.
Yeah.
I think playing myself for 90-odd minutes would be very odd.
I mean, it could be odd, but do you have that little passion in you to somehow, in the future, act on the screen?
Yeah, I've acted on stage before, obviously, and it was my voice throughout the film. It was my voice throughout. I mean, the hardest bit to do was to deliberately sing badly in one or two places.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is hard.
David Frankel kept shouting at me, said, "You need to sing it worse." I said, "That's bloody awful." No, you need to sing it worse.
Oh, well, how did you try and do that though? Would you squeeze your throat or?
Oh, it was just you have to do it in a controlled way, but it's just really odd to deliberately sing badly.
Yeah, that is acting.
Sometimes it happens by accident, but to do it badly, to do it deliberately is hard.
Oh, it is definitely hard. Oh gosh. Okay.
It's like when you watch a pianist like Victor Borg fool around on the piano. You know that they're a brilliant pianist,
right.
because to deliberately make mistakes is really hard.
Right, and like you said, it has to be controlled. Like you have to think about what wrong notes you would play to deliberately make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Same with singing, I guess. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of One Chance, so it talks about your story and your singing career or your life, your love for singing. When did that journey first begin? Like, when was the first moment that songs or singing really helped you to heal?
It was really in my young childhood. I was singing from a very young age. I started singing in church choir when I was 6, and just continually sang from that point. My voice didn't go through that breaking stages. My voice just gradually got lower.
Ah, okay.
So I didn't get a particularly croaky period as many boys do as they go through puberty. But singing was an escape for me when I was suffering really, really bad bullying at school and abuse elsewhere, and it was an escape for me in both physically and mentally, and I think that music and the arts are often forgotten as if they're not important, as if they're not important, but they are, because they're very important, because it's much cheaper than therapy. It's as ways of dealing with mental health issues, to get people involved in the arts is a great way of helping people move forward.
Oh, so basically songs, singing was your friend, your best friend.
Yeah.
Who would support you throughout those hard times when you were young.
Yeah, it was something that was always there. And then I had a large tumor, which I got over. I was on stage within a week of being discharged from hospital. I was on stage, and then I got knocked off my bike. But that 2003 was a bit of an awkward year for my singing. I thought that was the end of my singing until 2007 came along and gave me a crossroads that I'd never thought I'd have.
Yeah. Well, you're telling me all these different stories from your life that made a huge impact, overall. So let's dive right into your life graph. I'm looking at it right now, and it's the most or the cutest life graph that I've ever seen here on Culture Crunch. Can you please tell me what it's about from the beginning, like what the line explains?
Well, the blip in the middle kind of stands for the singing part of my childhood, where it was sometimes the only bright element that I had,
Aw.
and it appears. The down part appears longer because that's how it feels. When you're in a down point in your life, it does feel like it goes on forever. And when you get a positive thing, when you're in that mindset, it can make the highs seem brief and the lows seem long. And the important thing to realize is that's only how you perceive it. It's not necessarily how it is.
I see. Well, since you drew like your past life, not past life, but your childhood and when you were younger, and that singing part, which is a lot higher in the graph, that's when you were healed through your songs and singing when you were bullied as a child. You drew the past part a little longer than what seems to be the present, and at some point in life, your graph starts to go up. Can you tell me what that part is about, when that was?
Well, that was really where I found where I was. I mean, something I constantly do on stage is to thank people for enabling me to be who I really am. And singing isn't just a job to me. It's part of who I am. It's an extension of my being, and the support I've had around the world over the last 18 years has been testament to that. It's something that it's not just something I do. It's something I am, and. So I'm incredibly grateful for that, for being able to do that, because it makes me very fortunate. If you get to do what you love, then you never work a day in your life.
Right. Oh, you saying that singing isn't just a job, but it's part of who you are.
And people often associate success with material things and with being seen to be this or that, but it's not. It's about success has been, you can't be a success at something when it's not who you really are. So if you're able to be who you are and you're fulfilled by that, then by definition you're a success. It doesn't matter what it is you do.
Yeah.
If what you do makes you feel fulfilled, then you're a success.
That's a very down to earth and humble sort of mindset. How you view success, I think, and many of our listeners would agree as well.
Well, I think sometimes, I'm seeing it in the UK with a lot of the reality TV is that where people think that, I want to be rich and famous, but for what?
Yeah.
And if you don't have a reason, if you don't have a reason, then what are you celebrating? It's if you don't pick up self-esteem from achieving things, then there's no reality in that success. So it's important to find that success in your being rather than looking for it externally.
Right. I see. And it's all about purpose in what you do too, I guess, what you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, I just think you have to find your own purpose and find your own, what makes you tick and what makes you feel like you.
All right. Well, with that mindset, you've come this far. And I see in your life graph, going back to your life graph, you have that other high point right there. When is that? And then you come down again. There's another low. So...
Well, it's not really a low. It's kind of a leveling off. I mean, things are never all in one direction all the time, either up or down.
Yeah.
I think you have to remember that even if things are going well at some point, you can't assume that it will always be at that level.
Right.
It will find its own equilibrium.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm wondering, is that high point then? And not the not so low point? Is the high point when you were on Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah, and beyond that is being able to continue doing what I love doing.
I see.
And being able to continue to do what makes me me.
Oh, And yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you said even though it seems like a low point after that high point,
But it's so much higher than that.
exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's just so much higher than that. And it's just you, I guess your energy level or whatnot, just going a little lower than just before. But overall, it's still very high when you compare it to your past, right?
Well, I think it's important not to beat yourself up, and you can't expect everything to be all at a high level all the time, and you can't be hard on yourself when things aren't at that level. You can't lose hope because life isn't a straight line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you wouldn't consider it like a particular hardship or anything, right? It's just life. Life is just about ups and downs, and that doesn't mean you're at a low point necessarily. Okay.
Exactly.
I see. All right. Well, did drawing your life graph or thinking about your life once again bring up memories of moments that you have perhaps forgotten?
I don't think there's a lot that I forget, and I think a lot of people feel that you should leave your past behind, but your past is part of who you are. So you can never completely leave it behind, as much as you'd like to sometimes. But it's a matter of using that past in a way that helps you move forward.
Oh, nice answer. All right. Well, you've sang numerous songs multiple times on different stages all over the world. Is there any one song that you would say is your like life song or your favorite song?
It's hard to find favorites.
Because you have too many.
The one that's usually thought as synonymous with me is, of course, Nesten Dolma.
Oh yeah, of course.
But there's so many wonderful pieces of music out there, and in Europe I do quite a long show, and it's contracted much short. I'm very bad at doing short shows.
Yeah.
But I perform lots of different things from different genres.
Right.
So I do some more pop things. And when I was dressed as a koala on the German version of Masked Singer, I sang Aha and Toto.
Oh.
And so there's just so much beautiful. There's so much in the way of beautiful music out there that speaks to people in different ways.
Yeah, you're right. And you chose Parla Più Piano for your live performance today, which was such an honor to listen to live here in the studio. Can you tell us why you chose that particular music?
It's one of my favourites, not just because it ends high. I like songs that end high, and the typical tenor in that way. But with Nina Rota, you always know what a film is about just by listening to the music. So you can hear the gangster moves in the song, in the music, even though the lyrics make it a love song, but in the film, of course, the theme isn't used towards a person; it's used about the landscape. Because it first comes in when Don Corleone's son is on a train in Sicily, and you see the landscape as the train goes through. So the theme isn't really originally about a person, but about a country.
Right. Just by listening to that theme song, the scene and the movie immediately pops up into many of our minds. And I was really happy to hear that you chose this particular song for your live performance, because I've heard it once live before COVID, and because it's the theme song of The Godfather, it's the favorite movie, the legendary movie of many people out there. And so thank you so much for singing that once again in this very early hour. All right, well, speaking of, you mentioned Mr. Han earlier, is there any influential person in your life? Like, who's the most influential person in your life, would you say? Like, when it comes to your singing career, your life in general?
I think there's always inner voices around that of not just one person, but everybody that's close to you and everybody you work with. And it's always good to have people around that to keep you rooted. I'll always miss Mr. Han, or Michin Pabo, as I used to call him.
Yes.
Michin Pabo Haraboji is what I used to call him all the time.
That was his nickname.
He was one in a million, and you know, somebody that carried music on his sleeve like it was a badge, and he had that passion. And I mean, this time last year I also lost my father-in-law, and people don't really go. They're always there behind you, and you know, so you never truly forget them, and they always speak to you, and so you know, I'll never forget Pilung, and as I work more in Korea, it's something that I'll always remember, and you know, we're still working on things that he started, and
like
we'll
the
keep
recording that you'll finish this time around.
The recordings that we'll be finishing over the next few months will are things that he started, and we'll get them done in his honor, and continue the project the way he wanted to do it.
Right. Yeah, I miss Mr. Han too, Pilung, because it was through him that I got to meet you. Yeah. And well, on a brighter note then, you have a lot of influential people in your life, and that's a very lucky thing. I cannot not ask you this question before we move on to the next question, but on your life graph, you actually drew that little smiley face on the right side. What does that mean? I have to ask.
I just felt like drawing a smiley face.
You just felt like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have guessed like that point on, you're just smiling all along.
You're
like
looking
in your
far too
life.
deeply. I just felt like
It doesn't have that much depth then. Okay. Well, it looks kind of like you too, the smiley face. All right. Doesn't have much meaning, but I think we could say that your life is a smiley
it's definitely
face.
at the happy end of the scale,
Yeah,
isn't it?
happy end. Okay. All right. Okay, well, before we let you go, you're not just a singer, but you're also like sort of the main breadwinner, and you have your wife at home if she didn't come with you this time to Korea. How is that life like? Like your personal sort of, other than singing and your profession, career, your family?
The house is tidy when I'm not there. I'm not a very tidy person.
Okay. Well, would your wife be the person who would clean up then?
Often.
Often, okay. And you're, I guess, the main breadwinner, of course. You're out more often, working, singing, performing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, how was it to be on Culture Crunch, our show like this, reflecting back on your life, talking about many keywords that represent you, related to Korea, and being with me for the first time in like 5-6 years?
Oh, it was horrid being with you again.
Oh, no.
I'm teasing. It never ceases to feel strange. Not working with you.
Yeah.
But you know, being interviewed and being on camera and on a microphone never ceases to feel strange. And I don't think it will ever cease to be strange.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of comfort. It's just a matter of. It's just I never fully get used to it, and I think in many ways that's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing in any shape or form. I think you can become too comfortable if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, all right. Well, before I let you go, here's an official question that we always ask on Creme de la Creme. So, what does music mean to you, Paul?
Life.
Life. Okay. It's life and it's you, like you said earlier, right? All right. That's just beautiful. Is there any other thing you would like to say to our listeners or our Culture Crunch family before you go?
Thank you for having me.
Well, it was a great pleasure to have you. And I want to take this opportunity really to say something about you. The moment I met you a few years ago, I was only a grad student learning or studying to become a professional interpreter. But the moment I saw you, I realized, oh, this is why Koreans love him. You're so warm, you're down to earth, you have that sense of humor, and you're the very few people who still have that beautiful sense of innocence within you, despite being so successful. And so thank you so much for being here on our show. It means so much, and it was such a special time, 1 hour with you. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so that was world famous tenor Paul Putz joining us on Creme de la Creme today. We'll wrap up the show right there. Please join us again tomorrow for more culture to crunch on. Here is our last song, 그댈 위한 노래, A Song for You by Kami. Bye-bye. Keep crunching.
어느샌가 항상해진 가지 사이로 흔들리는 나뭇잎 하나 무심하게 불어대는 찬바람에도 홀로 남아 버티고 있네요. 짙은 어둠 속에 길을 잃고 헤매지 않기를 또 혼자서 외롭지 않기를 추운 겨울이 다 지나가고 봄이 올 때까지 불러줄게 그댈 위한 노래 밤하늘에 반짝이는 별들을 보며 떠올리는 해맑은 그 미소 어디선가 그대도 밝은 저 별처럼 지지 않고 빛나길 바래요. 짙은 어둠 속에 길을 잃고 헤매지 않기를 또 혼자서 외롭지 않기를 추운 겨울이 다 지나가고 봄이 올 때까지 불러줄게 그댈 위한 노래 가만히 눈 감아 그대를 떠올려 보며 하염없이 흐르는 눈물이 내 맘에 그대란 사람 기억하는 눈물까지 그댈 향한 내 기도가 되길 언제까지나 내가 꼭 안아줄게 내가 꼭 지켜줄게 곁에 있어줄게 나의 이 마음이 그대에게 닿을 수 있기를 그댈 다시 웃게 할 수 있길 그댈 위해